Okay, so for the first one, we've been given 2 points. We've been given A is 3,5 and B is 7,2. You need to find a gradient, midpoint and distance. Which one have you done first? Okay, so have you done gradient, midpoint and distance first? You've done them in that order?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so how do you find the gradient?
The answer?
Well, how do you find it? How do you calculate it?
2 minus 5 over 7 minus 3.
Excellent, well done. Okay, so what do you get as the answer then?
Negative 3 over 4.
Negative 3/4. Now just reminds me, what does that negative gradient mean? Which direction is the line facing?
Up.
Sure?
Yeah.
If it's negative,
Oh, down.
it's down, absolutely. So positive means going up, negative means it's going down. So every time you move across by 1, you're going to move down, that's what negative means, by 3/4. Cool, excellent. Okay, let's try midpoint then. So what's the midpoint of A and B? How do you calculate it?
3 plus 7 over 2.
Good.
5 plus 2 over 2.
Good, well done.
I
So I'm
got
just
5 and 3.5. Yeah, 3.
Yep, 5 and 3.5. Cool, excellent, well done. Alright, let's squeeze distance in down here then. So how do you calculate the distance?
Square root negative 3
Yeah.
square plus 4 square
Okay, so how do you get that negative 3?
from up.
So you did 3, take away 7, is that right? Sure that's negative 3? So 3 take away 7,
4.
negative 4, yeah, good. Okay, plus, did you do the y's first?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine, doesn't matter because you're adding them, so it doesn't matter which order you do them in, sorry. Okay, that's fine, so therefore you're going to do, what's this, 5 minus 2 all squared. Good, so okay, so you get, 16 plus 9, which is 25, so therefore the square root of 25 is? 5, fantastic, well done. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, so I do always generally say be careful about the order, because particularly with gradient, it matters which order you come in. It needs to be y2, take away y1, so the second point first, take away the first point, okay? Midpoint doesn't matter because you're adding them. Equally, distance, it doesn't matter about the order, because you're gonna, you're subtracting them, so it does matter about the order, but if you're squaring them anyway, all that happens if you subtract them in the wrong order, it just means one's going to be positive, one's going to be negative, but if you square it anyway, it doesn't matter. Does that make sense? And also, if you add it, doesn't matter whether you do the x or the y's first. So, really, the only one where it really matters about the order is this one with the gradient. Okay, as long as you do the midpoint with the x's first and the y's first, the y second, that's fine. And same with the distance. With the distance, it doesn't really matter either. Good, excellent. So, can you just quickly talk me through how you calculate the gradient for this point here? With these 2 points here.
1
Yeah.
minus negative 2
Okay.
over negative 4 minus 3.
Okay. So obviously here you need to be careful with the double negative, makes positive, so what should you get?
Negative 3 over 7.
Negative, that's 3 over 7. Cool, excellent. So every time you move across by 1, you move down by 3/7. Cool. Okay, how do you calculate the midpoint of, what's this? This is CD, isn't it? How do you find the midpoint?
3 plus negative 4 divided by 2.
Yep.
And y plus, negative 2 plus 1.
Good. Go 2, right? So what did you get?
Negative 0.5, negative 0.5.
Yeah, because that's 1 over 2, so it's a half. And what was this one, sorry?
Negative 0.5.
Yeah, negative half. Good. Well done. And then how did you calculate the distance?
3 square plus negative 7 square.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do it the same way as in the formula, but that's fine with what you've done, I can tell. So you did 3 take away negative 4, square it, add on negative 2 plus 1. So negative 2 take away 1. All squared, square rooted. So what did you get as the answer?
7.6.
Okay, is that being rounded? So what did you get before you took the square root?
Square root 58.
Square root of 58. So yeah, that's going to be approximately, so read off that decimal for me.
7.625.
6, okay, that's fine. Good, well done. Alright, so let's have a go at, let's turn the lights back on. Okay, so let's have a go at E and F then, shall we? So, okay, what was the gradient? How did you calculate the gradient for me?
-7 minus -3 over -5 minus -2.
Good.
4 over 3.
Which is 4/3. So what does that mean from a gradient perspective? How would you interpret that 4/3 for me?
What do you mean?
So with this one, for example, with the gradient -3/4, it meant as you move to the right by 1, you move down by 3/4.
Up.
By
3 over 4 over 3.
4/3, exactly. It's about 1 1/3, right? So every time you move across by 1, you move up by 4/3. Cool. How do you calculate the midpoint of E and F?
-2 plus -5.
Yep.
Over 2. And -3 plus -7 over 2. I got -3.5 and -5.
That looks good to me. Okay, and how do you calculate the distance?
4 square plus 3 square, or all square rooted.
Perfect. So you can do -2, take -5 squared, plus -3, take away is -7 all squared. Cool. So what do you get as the answer?
5.